Hi everybody, welcome to Chris Cooks. I'm so happy you're here. We are transitioning into, full-on Christmas season. For me, my mom used to always make these soft, chewy caramels every Christmas. It's just this memory that I have. Now that I have some family members who can't do dairy, I still want to bring that same memory in and enjoy that, but enjoy it all together. So I have a dairy-free coconut caramel. It's just super tasty. You're gonna love this one. Let's get to it. The key to making a good soft caramel is having a candy thermometer. You're gonna need this because you need to get the caramel bubbled to the right temperature, and that's how you know that it's gonna be the right consistency. We're gonna go for about 235 up to 240-ish, in between that range. And so candy thermometer on the bottom there. To our pot, 1 cup of vegan butter. I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now we need 2 cups of coconut sugar. You can use brown sugar for this if you like. Coconut sugar, to me, I just love the unique flavor. It tastes like brown sugar on its own. It kind of has that almost deep caramelized flavor already with it. I have a 13.5 ounce can of coconut cream. I like coconut cream more than coconut milk, just the consistency of it, but it's essentially the same thing. You can use like a full fat coconut milk. Put all that right in. And then I have sweetened condensed coconut milk. The brand you use doesn't really matter, but you want 18 ounces. Between the two of these, that's 18 ounces. I'm just gonna give this a preemptive semi-mix here. Not really important, but this goes on the stovetop, just like medium high. It's gonna start to bubble, everything will melt, and then we're just gonna keep an eye on the thermometer till it gets to 235 or 240. While that is cooking, I'm just gonna prep. This is optional, but something I really like. Some lightly salted almonds. You just want like, I don't know, half a cup of that or so. And just cut through each of the almonds once or twice. Just a really rough chop. Now this, just right in the bottom of our pan that we're gonna pour the caramel into, and just spread it out evenly like so. Caramel will get poured directly onto that. The almonds will be embedded in the bottom of that to give it a nice saltiness as well. And then we're gonna add a little bit of flake salt on the top. And this just gets poured right in. Right over top, a little flake salt. Just a little tiny bit, nice and even. And we'll let this cool for probably 30 minutes or so. It's a week later now. I put this in the fridge overnight, and then just life got crazy. So we are 1 week later. We're gonna finish up these caramels, but I did taste them and they're impeccable. Let's do this. I like to use some gloves to prevent things from just sticking to my hands. What you'll need is a stack of some pieces of wax paper that have been cut into you know, rectangular-ish, square-ish pieces, a knife, and then something to scoop this out. So don't worry about keeping things intact. We're actually going to shape the caramels before we put them in here, but I'm just going to cut. And cut the pieces so you end up with about the same amount on each one. One piece of wax paper. Get a piece of the caramel. You can even stretch that out a little bit. Roll it up in the wax paper and then twist the two ends together. And there's one. I'm going to be here for a minute. The wrapping of it is a labor of love. Just put on some Christmas music or whatever and take your time, enjoy it, I guess. But, I mean, what a fun little treat. And I'm gonna have one right now. That is the smoothest, butteriest, but no butter caramel you will ever have. Oh, the almond in there, a little bit of salt. The flavor is spot on. I love just how soft and chewy it is. Again, doesn't get stuck in your teeth. This one is a winner. So whether you yourself can't have dairy or somebody that you know can't, this is a great holiday treat to make for them or yourself. Because these are a very soft caramel, I prefer to store them in the fridge. I think that that is just gonna give you the best texture, and it's really pleasant to eat a nice chilled caramel straight from the fridge. Give this one a try. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Make it for somebody that you care about.